Welcome back to WUB Network, America's Sports Leaders, presentation of Super Bowl 12. 12 years ago, the NFL made a change from the NFL Championship, added 4 teams to the postseason in the wild card round, and changed the name of their championship to the Super Bowl. This year, it's the Titans and the Seahawks squaring off, and now it is time for your Toyota Let's Go Places halftime review, proudly sponsored by Billy Goat Studios. So, it is 13-10 Seattle leads as we look at your scoring summary. In the first quarter, Byron Maxwell, about halfway through, picked off Marcus Mariota after Stephen Tulloch had just picked off Russell Wilson and brought it back 20 yards for the pick six. A few minutes later, after another Tennessee turnover, Seattle capitalized with a 41-yard field goal for Stephen Hauschka. Few minutes later, right before the end of the first quarter, Nate Washington on the first play of a drive, 70-yard pass from Marcus Mariota for the touchdown to get Tennessee's momentum started to make it 10-7. In the second quarter, the two kickers alternated field goals. 11:38 left in the quarter. David Buehler kicked in a 51-yard prayer to tie the game at 10, but just as the clock expired to end the second quarter, Stephen Hauschka nailed a 34-yarder of his own to make this game a 13-10 game heading to the break. As we look at some of your signature team stats so far, 242 yards of total offense for the Seahawks compared to 203 for the Titans. Seahawks have dominated the running game 149 to just 48 for Tennessee, led by 114 yards for Robert Turbin, who has hurt his arm a couple times in this game, but has pushed his way through. Tennessee, though, has the advantage thanks to that 70-yard pass touchdown in passing yards, 155 to 93 the advantage, 11 first downs to 5. Seattle leads that. And total yards, 312 to 221. Seattle leads that advantage, each team with 2 turnovers, so no turnover advantage for either. Both have struggled on third down, 3 of 9 for Seattle, 0 of 7 for Tennessee. And as for some player stats, you look at a quarterback comparison. Marcus Mariota, 9 of 17, 155 yards, a touchdown and 2 picks. 8 of 19, 93 yards, and 2 picks for Russell Wilson. Both of them in their first Super Bowls really showing a little, angst. So, Robert Turbin, 114 yards for Seattle. On the other hand, DeMarco Murray, 53 yards, rushing that pigskin for the Titans. Heading to receiving wise, biggest one for each team. 3 catches, 73 yards for Doug Baldwin, a catch for 70 yards, and that touchdown for Nate Washington. Defensively, total tackle leaders so far, 7 for Michael Griffin of the Titans. Sack-wise, there has not been a sack yet in this game. So let's start the second half off. Titans did not get the ball to start the first half, so they'll get it right here to start the second half. John Ryan kicks this one off. Deep to return, it's Mariani, and it's McCourty. McCourty takes this one from right on the goal line. His heels were touching it. McCourty runs with a full head of steam and is dragged down at the 22-yard line, and that's where the Titans will start this third quarter down by 3. So out comes Mariota, DeMarco Murray in the backfield, Andre Johnson on the right, alone. Washington, Avery, and Safarian Jenkins, so trips left here. Mariota hands it off to DeMarco Murray up the middle. They get a hand on him. He breaks a tackle, but is dragged down by Hawthorne after a gain of 6 at the 28-yard line. Malcolm Smith had a hand on him, couldn't hang on, but Hawthorne and Earl Thomas were there. 2nd and 4 now at the 28-yard line. The crowd is loud. Will we have another down-to-the-wire game like both conference championships were? Mariota looks over the middle to Ahmad Hall. Hall gets away, and Earl Thomas with the touchdown-saving tackle at the 37. First down, though. Nice throw there by Mariota. Fullback Ahmad Hall, 2 catches, 12 yards. Both these teams utilize their fullbacks more than other teams do, with Michael Robinson and Ahmad Hall involved in both the ground game and the passing game. Ahmad Hall did not make the Pro Bowl. Sammy Morris did for the AFC. For the NFC, Michael Robinson got voted in, but got replaced with John Kuhn due to the fact that he was playing in the Super Bowl. So 1st and 10 now. Mariota, toss play to Murray. Murray gets away from Chancellor, won't get away from Richard Sherman, though, and is tackled at the line of scrimmage. 5 tackles for Richard Sherman. That's tied for the team lead up there with David Hawthorne. And Lofa Tatupu. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Mike Munchuk not happy with the way that play turned out. 2nd and 10 now at the 37-yard line. Murray, Hall, they're lined up in the eye. Johnson, Washington, both out wide. Mariota hands it off to Marco Murray. Tries to stiff-arm Tremaine Brock, but that one doesn't work. Only a gain of about 1. Back-to-back, not that great of runs for DeMarco Murray. And now it's 3rd and 9 with 12:53 left here in the third quarter of play. Johnson, Safarian Jenkins, Washington, Avery, all targets here for Mariota. Mariota gets hit by Hawthorne hard as he lets the ball go. Out of reach of Safarian Jenkins, and the Seahawks will get the ball back up by 3. Not the best drive to start off this second half. Titans, they don't take advantage of getting the ball first to start this second half out of the locker room. So Tyler Lockett, deep to return. Kern with the kick. Lockett takes the ball from the 25. He cuts to the right and will not get much at all after the 27 before he's dragged down by Dalen McGrath. So the 27 will be where they start with Christian McKell in the backfield, Graham Moyaki, Baldwin. I wonder how sparingly they'll use Robert Turbin here in their second half. MVP candidate for his performance so far in this game. Wilson hands it off. Christian McKell up the middle, tries to power through the pile, but only a gain of 3 as Michael Griffin gets in there for his 8th total tackle, 5th solo tackle. Great performance from Griffin so far. 2nd down and 7 now. Ball at the 29-yard line. Robert Turbin is in the backfield. Baldwin and Curse trips left. Robinson, the fullback, is a blocker. Turbin takes the toss. Gets out to the left and gets about 2 yards. Gets up just fine. Akeem Ayers with a tackle. And it's 3rd and 6. So 3rd down and 6. Russell's going to have to get this ball in the air, it looks like. Baldwin cursed the targets along with Williams. They're lined up in the eye. Robinson and Bradshaw. Baldwin goes in motion. Wilson, it's a play action. Off-balance throw is caught by Doug Baldwin for a 1st down. He gets absolutely blindsided at the end of that play by Altuan Werner, but hangs on. Russell Wilson was falling away. And Jason Babin, 2nd in the NFL in sacks this year, was coming after him, but he let the ball go. Doug Baldwin somehow was able to get away from Akeem Ayers, but then Stephen Tulloch misses him, but Altuan Werner is there to clean up the mess. So now it's 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. Big play there by Russell Wilson. He needs to be not only does the skill set have to be on your side, so does luck in the Super Bowl. 1st and 10 at the 43. Wilson hands it off. It's Turbin up the middle. He breaks free. Into Tennessee territory out to the 42. 19 carries, 130 yards, a career day for Robert Turbin in the Super Bowl. And we still have just over 10 minutes left here in this third quarter. So 1st and 10. Wilson calling an audible with them lined up in the eye. Russell in the pocket. He'll get chased by a few defenders. Throws a screen. Jimmy Graham, only about a yard. 10 of 21, 106 yards, and 2 picks. The total stats here for Russell Wilson today. Not flashy numbers, but Seattle does have the lead thanks to Robert Turbin and some interceptions and Stephen Hauschka kicking the football. Second and 9. Russell Wilson. Robert Turbin up the middle. Gain of 3. So now it'll be 3rd and 6. Third down and 6. Doug Baldwin, you got a few targets in there. Russell Wilson looks out wide. He'll scramble. Finds Baldwin again. 5 catches, 99 yards. Doug Baldwin has accounted for almost all the receiving game for Seattle, and now they've got the ball at the Tennessee 25. So 1st and 10, ball on the 25-yard line. 4 receivers in. It's a busy group out here right now. Russell Wilson looks in the pocket. He's got Tyler Lockett on the screen for about a yard. Tackled immediately, and it's 2nd and 10. And a little bit of pushing and shoving between he and Alteron Werner at the end of the play. No flags. We have not seen a flag thrown yet in this game. But now Robert Turbin's in the backfield. Baldwin and Curse trips right. Moyaki goes in motion to join Graham on the left. Handoff is to Turbin. They both block. Turbin's got some room, breaks a tackle, and gets out to the 19. Now 21 carries, 137 yards for Robert Turbin, and now it's 3rd and 4. So now it's 3rd and 4. Williams and Lockett, the 2 targets, along with Baldwin and Curse. It's twin bubble screens they're looking for. This is a little bit of trickery. Throw batted down by Cortland Finnegan, intended for Lockett on the sideline. And now it will be Stephen Hauschka's turn to shine again here with 4th and 4. Halfway through the 3rd quarter, 7:29 on the clock. Fourth and 4. Hauschka's kick from 37 is money. And Seattle, with 7:25 left in the 3rd, have added on to their lead here in Super Bowl 12. It's 16-10 in Super Bowl 12 here on WUB Network, America's sports leader. Welcome back to WUB Network. Don't forget, just because the Super Bowl is going to come and go in just a couple hours doesn't mean that sports end for the year on WUB Network. We've still got an action-packed upcoming season. First on the WUB Radio Network, we have NBA All-Star Saturday night and the NBA All-Star Game. Some of your favorites competing. And let's not forget the NASCAR Progressive Cup Series. The Daytona 500 is just 2 weeks away. It should be a good one. So now, John Ryan kicking off. Titans need a good drive. Once again, Mariani and McCourty deep to return. Ryan boots this one downfield. Mariani takes it about 6 yards deep in the end zone, realizes it would be smart, and kneels. The Titans punted on their last drive, and now it's 1st and 10 at the 20 with 7:23 left here before the end of the 3rd quarter. Mariota hands it off Murray. Murray gets tied up in the backfield right away. Chris Clemens, the 13-year veteran, gets back there and stops him for a gain of 5. Murray looks stunned that he got back there so quickly. That was horrible blocking by Krupong right there. Krupong and Stewart, the guys on the left, allowed Clemens to cut right through. So 2nd and 15. Johnson, Avery, Washington, all targets. Mariota hands it off. Murray again, not getting much once again. Only about a yard before Earl Thomas comes flying in from the free safety to make the tackle. Talking about Turbin being hurt, Russell Wilson has also been playing injured. Remember, he shocked everybody after hurting his shoulder in the divisional playoff game and still played the NFC Championship game just fine. Maybe that's why he's not throwing the ball as much. 3rd and 14, Mariota in the pocket. Marcus Mariota throws to the right, overthrows Andre Johnson. And the Seahawks will get the ball back with 6:15 left in the 3rd and try to make this a 2-possession Super Bowl. So here comes Brady Kern kicking this one off. Not a great punt. Taken at the 45 by Lockett. Cuts to the right. Gets into Tennessee territory. Bet the 49.5 of Tennessee. And that's where they'll start with 6:07 still to elapse here in the quarter. So here we go, 1st and 10. They'll spot it at midfield. Curse, Mike Williams, Baldwin and Graham, the 4 targets. Christian McKell in the backfield. Wilson hands it off McKell. He drags defenders all the way to the 41, gain of 9. The rookie, 3 carries, 21 yards. Seahawks have a lot of promise in this running game. Everyone thought they were ruined when Marshawn Lynch decided to retire after last season. You've got like 4 different guys on this running game, including Thomas Rawls, who got hurt, who can just go beast mode on you. 2nd and 1. Moyaki, Graham, and others, all targets. Wilson, play action, Robert Turbin. Wilson rolls out to the left. They'll blitz a few. He's getting chased. Throws it off. Almost intercepted. Took a big hit at the end from Akeem Ayers, and it's 3rd and 1. So 3rd and 1. Ball at the Tennessee 41. 5:27 left here in the third. Who's in the backfield? It's Christian McKell. McKell leaps. He makes a hurl and gets a gain of 8. Christian McKell, there was a big block there. Max Unger ended up sending Stephen Tulloch to the ground. What does Christian McKell do? He jumps over them. He jumps over 2 big men on the ground, and McKell gets the ball out to the Tennessee 33. Now with 5 minutes to go in the third. 1st and 10 now. Baldwin Graham. Curse is in there. We have not seen much from Jermaine Curse. They're calling an audible. Wilson gets the play off just in the nick of time. And he'll get sacked viciously. And Russell Wilson is shaken up. Russell just took a vicious hit. Who was that just flew in there and got him hard, grabbed him by the leg and pulled his leg hard? Oh no. That could be heartbreak. Gerald McGrath with the sack. And that was horrible because now Russell Wilson is hurt. It's not his shoulder. This one's his leg. We'll get some news from Kirk Landry on the sideline as soon as we can about Russell Wilson. That was a loss of 11. And in comes Charlie Whitehurst. He had to come in during the divisional playoff game when Russell got hurt late. Wilson's out. Baldwin and Curse. Mike Williams comes cutting across the field as Wilson was able to walk on his own power to the sideline. We'll get an update as soon as we can. Gain of 4 on a run by Mike Williams. Vince Fuller with the tackle, and it's 3rd and 17. And we have an update from Kirk Landry. Heartbreak has just hit Seattle. As Russell Wilson, they are saying he broke a toe and he will not return today's game. Broke a toe, and they are taking him immediately to a local medical center. They're afraid he may have broken his foot as well. That is absolute heartbreak for Seattle. Russell Wilson may have been lost here during the Super Bowl. He missed a few games throughout the season this year. He had a foot injury week 6, which caused him to miss. No, week 15 and 16, which caused him to miss a couple weeks. And then he got hurt with his shoulder during the Dallas game, and now he's hurt again. And now it'll be 3rd and 17, and Charlie Whitehurst will be depended on to try to keep the Super Bowl alive for Seattle. 3rd and 17, ball at the 40-yard line. Whole bunch of targets in there. Charlie's big opportunity. He's going to throw. No, he's sacked. Charlie gets brought down by the AFC leader in sacks this season, Jason Babin. And it's 4th and 27 back at midfield again. And Seattle will be forced to punt. So John Ryan will be punting this one, trying to keep it out of the end zone. Nice punt to keep it out of the end zone. McCourty makes a move, and he gets out to the 22-yard line, and that's where Tennessee will start with 3.5 to go here in the third quarter. So heartbreak for the Seahawks, though, losing Russell Wilson to injury. And now Mariota and the Titans have a big opportunity. DeMarco Murray in the backfield. Johnson alone on the right. Washington, Avery, and Austin Seferian-Jenkins on the left. Mariota hands it off. DeMarco Murray up the middle. Gain of 9 before a big stop there from Chris Clemens at the 31-yard line. 2nd and 1 now. Ball at the 31. Under 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Mariota looks, hands off. DeMarco Murray may have gotten the first down. No, he's short. Lofa Tutupu in there. 6th total tackle for him. Only his first solo tackle, though. He's joined in on a couple today. And now it's 3rd and inches. 3rd and inches. Bahima and Jenkins in there. Johnson, lone receiver. They're lined up in the eye. Think they're going to try to push the pile. Mariota throws. No, it's a fake, and Andre Johnson's got the catch. Streaks upfield to the 44. Big play there. Everyone thought with all the big boys in there that they were going to try to punch the ball up the middle. Johnson was lined up on the right, cut across field, and stunned everybody and ended up making the catch here. And we've got 2 minutes left in the third quarter and a first down for the Titans. Here they go. 1st and 10 at the 44. It is officially dark here in Houston. Of course, an earlier start to today's game. Mariota throws, and incomplete. So 2nd and 10. 1:50 to go here in the third quarter. Mariota gets rushed by a few. Mariota throws deep, caught Andre Johnson on the sideline. Did he hang on? I think he did. Yes, he did. Andre Johnson having a career game in his last one. All the way out to the 31, gain of 25, 6 catches, 106 yards now for Andre. Mariota now in the 200-yard mark. 1st and 10 at the 31. Can Tennessee bring home a Super Bowl and stun everybody? Mariota in the pocket, throws. DeMarco Murray on the screen. Murray gets through. Down at the 25, gain of 6. 3rd catch for DeMarco Murray now for 12 yards. And we are under a minute to go here in the third quarter. 2nd and 4. With Wilson hurt, Seahawks, when they're back out there, they're going to have to depend on that running game and maybe some luck. Mariota looks, off-balance throw, fadeaway, does not go. Was looking for Andre Johnson. 3rd and 4. Just 1 of 10 on 3rd down today for the Titans. Murray in the backfield. Washington, Avery, Seferian-Jenkins, Johnson. Murray up the middle. Makes a move, pivots right, and gets through. First down. 21 carries, 70 yards. Murray doing the dirty work on the ground. And the Tennessee is in the red zone for the first time today. 15 seconds. This should be the last play of the third quarter. Same crew. Mariota hands it off. Murray up the middle, and he'll get about 2 yards before Mike Bennett gets there. That will end the third quarter. After 3, Russell Wilson's been injured. He's out for the game. Seahawks lead by 6 here in Super Bowl 12. Can they hang on? We'll be back on WUB Network, America's sports leader.